education, but we, lose our battle in a simple thing, in dealing with a person. व्यक्ति के साथ डील करने में मार खा लिया. Why? Because we always deal with a या तो चूहा या तो computer. So when somebody says, Prabhu, my computer is getting bad, it's not working, half an hour भी उसको deal कर देते हैं. But simple part, little bit disagreement in the house, we can never deal in our life long. So therefore, Vedically dealt with everything. इसीलिए होते हैं ना कि हमारे माताओं को इंडिया में, I noticed कि when my sister who is above me, she was just 9 years old and she was expected to roll all the chapatis. और कुछ भी ना हो तो स्कूल के आने के बाद cooking is done by you. Not because my mother could not do it. Now I realize this stage why she was doing it. She was a perfect cook. But the part is, जो किचन में तप सकता है वो संसार में कहीं भी तप सकता है. If you can tolerate the heat of the kitchen, you can tolerate any level of heat anywhere else. एक को पकाना तो होगा ना, somebody needs to cook. और ये हॉबी होती है. So that training was done. And the way of knowledge and education, if say that every requirement, the proper knowledge, how not to exploit a family life, to have a right understanding about the family life, is on the mind of man already right from the beginning of education. Then where is there is a disturbance? There is never a disturbance in a house, isn't it? Because there is no job description for anybody. There is a problem, isn't it? No job description means problem. The scriptures, according to the nature of everyone, had a job description. And according to the Shastras, in India that's what happened. The man was advised to become like Lord Ram. If you can become Lord Ram, then you can expect your wife to become Sita. Not that you become Ravan and say तुमको सीता ही होनी पड़ेगी. चाहे मैं रावण भी बन जाऊं. Most of the time that's what comes. I mean, the destruction of India, it started to become when the men were like drinking out, going at night, drinking, घर आते पूरा दो पाँव में खड़े भी नहीं है, और then they expect कि तुम्हारा पति आया, तुम्हारा ये धर्म तुम नहीं जानती हो कि मुझे एक गिलास पानी पिलाने चाहिए. Basically, he forgot all his dharma, but reminding the wife about her dharma. Everyone has their dharma. Swaishwai dikara nishtha. The Bhagavatam says everyone must stick to their dharma. Then there is no problem for anybody to do dharma. है ना? एक पाप का भार आकर के आपको अपना धर्म का याद करवा दे, is it acceptable? No. So therefore, Maharaj Prithu says, if everybody can stay in Varnashram dharma perfectly, then that is the goal of life. So as Lord Vishnu said, कि you live your perfect life, Maharaj Prithu, somebody is going to come to your house. Who was that? Lord Vishnu told him that if you can live a perfect life, somebody would be coming there. Who was that? We discussed about that. We touched about that last week. A great sadhu would come to your house. Who were the sadhus that were coming? The four Kumaras. Okay. The four Kumaras, the four sons of Brahma, they are there. They are born before even the birth of Rudra. So the four Kumaras came. So it has been described that the four Kumaras look like a personification of Agni Dev. They came to the assembly. Just imagine that Lord Vishnu coming and telling you that somebody would come. As a result of Lord Vishnu saying that somebody will come, the four Kumaras come. It's not a small, something very simple. So Maharaj Prithu, he knew his own purity. First thing, the Lord makes the prediction. Second part, why did the Lord not say that I'm going to preach to you myself? The Lord could have done that, preach to Maharaj Prithu, but he did not do that. He says somebody else will come. Why do you think that is done? Why did the Lord himself not preach to Maharaj Prithu? Which Lord could do that, isn't it? Do you think that Lord Vishnu did not know the philosophy? Everything is perfect with him. But he is saying that somebody else will come. Why was that?
So that others can also listen.
No, even if the Lord taught, others should have understood. Why is he introducing somebody else? He leaves the site and he says somebody else will come.
They have that responsibility, probably.
Yeah, Prabhuji is getting to the point now. He emphasized the importance of sadhu sangha. Therefore in Bhagavad Gita, ultimately what does the Lord says? Tameva saranam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata Tatprasada param santi istanam prapsesi shashvatam. I have completed today. Arjun, I have spoken to you about 7,000 verses. I have completed everything. I have nothing to do. Now I advise you that Tameva Sharanam Gacha. You go on to the lotus feet of him. Tam eva Sharanam Gacha. You go and take shelter of him now. He would have said, ultimately, you take shelter of me. But he says, you take shelter of him now. So ultimately he's saying, you have to go to the lotus feet of Sadhu. So for Maharaj Prithu, he was lucky that Lord predicted what sadhu would come to him. So ultimately the Lord would have already had discussion with the four Kumaras, or because of their purity, the four Kumaras could understand what the Lord wants from them. So they went there. Then he says, Agacha Mahabhaga, O most fortunate one, please come. And he says, I don't want to ask you how you are. He says, I don't want to ask you that how you are. He says that your presence itself is the cause of bringing auspices to the life of everyone. You understand? He is saying that it will be like a joke for me to say to four Kumaras, how are you? Isn't it? Their presence makes the life of everyone. Their presence makes everything auspicious. So therefore, I don't want to act like I don't know your importance. I know wherever you are, everything is auspicious. Then he said that by your presence, when you are present, your presence is like a knowledge. And he says that fire generated from the wood destroys the wood itself. Isn't it? So the point is that if the presence of the four Kumaras or sadhu is there, it actually destroys everything, all the anarthas, unwanted thing within us. The very reason why we get trapped is this material body, or the different types of desires in our life. That's what kills us, he is saying. The wrong desires in our life. But if such a person gets an association of a devotees like yourself, all their unwanted desires within the heart gets burned up, just as the fire generated from the wood burns the wood itself. So the desires are generated from where? Where does the desires come from? Desires come from the unwanted senses. When there is a temptation within the uncontrolled senses, the temptation leads to, what does temptation means? I mean, you are all better than me in English, so you can clarify what does the temptation means. Is there just planning stage? It is not in an action level, but just identifying with certain things and thinking this might be good for me, this might not be good for me, this might be good for my enjoyment, in a level when you start to make a plan. आप समझे ना कि बेसिकली आपके घर में माताजी खाना बनाना चालू किया, अब कड़ी भी बना रही है, चावल भी बना रही है, भिंडी की सब्जी भी बना रही है, अचार भी बना रही है, अब पका कुछ नहीं है, अभी तक पका कुछ, बस वो पका रही है। आपके दिमाग में खेल खेलना चालू हुआ कि इतना चावल में इतना कड़ी डालूंगा, है ना, इतना चावल में इतना कड़ी, साइड में इतना अचार, अचार के साइड में इतना भिंडी. You have already made a plan how to enjoy it, although the object is not ready yet. रेडी होने के बाद तैयारी दूसरी बात थी, या तो तैयारी भी नहीं है. आप जानते ना वो साधु का कहानी, हाँ, एक साधु महात्मा का कहानी आता है कि एक बार एक साधु महात्मा तपस्या करे रहते हैं. He is in his hermitage, in his bhajan kuti. So he is doing the tapasya. He had only one property. Only one thing he had. Only one thing he had is langoti. You know what is langoti? Something that sadhus wear to cover themselves.
Loin cloth.
Huh?
It is called a loin cloth.
Yeah, langoti कहते हैं हमारे इंडिया में. तो it's a langoti. So basically he had one langoti. So he had one languti that he would wear, one languti that he would wash and hang it for next time. So his languti was hanging. Then in between a crow comes and takes the languti away. And at that time he is tapasya, he is doing his meditation. अब ये टेंशन खड़ा हो गया कि अब ये लंगोटी कौवा ले गई तो अब कल स्नान करने के बाद क्या पहनूंगा, अब कुछ है तो नहीं घर में, what did I wear? Then he thinks, अब for me to have nice tapasya I need to have somebody to protect the langoti. So he is having this thought in his mind, I need to get somebody to protect. So the best thing he thought, अब किसको लाऊंगा, शादी कर लूँगा, मैं बैठ के तपस्या करूँगा, है ना, फिर उसके बाद में तपस्या करने के बाद क्या करूँगा, मेरी पत्नी बैठेगी वहाँ पर, बैठ करके मेरे कपड़े के देख रेख करेगी. Then I think that will be easy idea. So he is thinking of this in his mind. So he said, if I get married, then what would happen? If I get married, then my wife will want a house to live on, because ये जंगल में तो नहीं रहेगी वो. So to leave a house, I need a property. So basically, before I get a wife, I'm going to have a property. Then after property, I'm going to make one wooden hanger there, so where I can hang my langoti. So I will hang my langoti, my wife will be guarding. Then if my wife comes, she will want a house, she will want a property. If she is there, and she will want a child also, isn't it? तो child लाएगी, child को क्या चाहिए, दूध चाहिए, तो दूध के लिए गाय लाऊंगा. ठीक है ना, दूध के लिए गाय लाऊंगा, और गाय लाने के बाद गाय को चरने के लिए घास चाहिए, ये फलाना फलाना ये चाहिए. So this is all planning and temptation in life. Too many plans, and every plans put us into harder difficulties also. So here, what Maharaj Prithu, the four Kumaras and Maharaj Prithu is having a discussion, is that because of the temptation that we have, then our body or senses begin to acquire by performing certain types of activities. Sometimes it will be negative activities, sometimes it will be positive activities, sometimes pap karma, sometimes punya karma. So in this way, basically we develop all these types of desire within us. But desires are burning like a fire. When will the desire be satisfied? Anytime? Just like शुरू में जब अमेरिका में आते हैं तो we have only one desire कि अच्छा अपार्टमेंट मिल जाए कहीं, और इतनी नौकरी चाहिए कि अपार्टमेंट में रहती है उसका अपार्टमेंट का भाड़ा दे सके. उससे चालू होती है desires. I'm sure we all started with that apartment life. Then ultimately we go into, अब अपार्टमेंट हो गया, अपार्टमेंट के पास कुछ बच रहा है पैसा, बच्चे हो गए, ये अपार्टमेंट में भागदौड़ी करने के लिए जगह नहीं है, so they have no place to run away, maybe I should buy a house. So घर, घर तो खरीदा है, परंतु मेरा नेबर ने मेरे से बड़ा खरीद दिया, because the income is going on more, there are temptation and desires in life growing more and more. Then we say, oh, bigger this, bigger that, bigger this, bigger that. So ultimately thinking कि जो मैंने खरीदा उसको अब मेंटेन करने के लिए तो मेरे पास जॉब भी इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं है अभी. अब पुण्य कर्म या एक ऑनेस्ट काम करके तो होगा नहीं, अब कुछ डिसऑनेस्टी की काम करनी पड़ेगी. Then we start to adjust. First we adjusted with what we want. Now we have to adjust with how to maintain what we have. Then in that way we get into पाप कर्म everything. ये कुछ भी जीवन में आ जाए, बस घर में पैसे आनी है, और जो भी चेक साइन में करूँगा उसको बाउंस नहीं होना है. Then we start to get ourselves into so many types of sinful activities. So therefore, Maharaj Prithu is saying this type of desire that the living entity has already burned everyone down. सब जल चुके हैं, कोई अंत नहीं है. But if we get an association of a sadhu like yourself, then the same Agni that was generated by us that burnt us materially, again the